Good morning, everyone. This is going to be the second part to my getting to know Amadeus a little better. This is going to be a lot shorter. There won't be a lot, but I wanted to give some background on his father, Malvolent, and what happened to the two sisters, and what happened to Mom. Because this is an important part of the family. We kind of know the background to Sirius Black's family. We know a little bit about Bellatrix Lestrange. Well, as it turns out, the whole Black family is littered with a certain level of disgrace that a lot would like to forget, particularly Amadeus would like to forget it. And so I wanted to just talk about that a little bit. Malvolent is Amadeus's father. He is actually the second Malvolent in the family. Just about 1,500 years ago, there was another Malvolent, and he was a very powerful dark wizard. This is just a light background that I've written, a story that I plan to write later. This Malvolent had a son and a daughter, Tristania, and this is the first one in the family line, Tristania, and a son named Acarius. And Acarius was sort of the first Black to, I guess not be so fascinated with the dark arts. So the new Malvolent is named after the old one from 1,500 years ago. He is completely obsessed, perhaps by birthright, because he was named after him, with the dark arts. But he's really, forgive me, I just woke up an hour ago and I'm still dealing with the early morning thing here. He is obsessed, but aloof. And by aloof, I mean he's not horribly good. Some of you may remember the Gaunt family or, from the Harry Potter books. It's kind of along those lines where he could be a lot better, and it's not for lack of trying. He just doesn't have the predisposition to be great. But because of his obsession, he could inadvertently hit on one thing that would make him a pretty powerful dark wizard. He is very into, and this shows sort of the inherited trait to Amadeus with spell invention, but for him, it's curses. He likes to invent unforgivable curses. Largely, he likes to invent torture curses. He ends up killing both Marietta and Fireseal, Amadeus' sisters, with torture curses, very similar to the story of Neville Longbottom's parents. And then, about a year before Amadeus gets his famed letter from Hogwarts, he's experimenting with opening a dimensional gateway in which he can banish his enemies. This isn't to say he's trying to open a dimensional gateway to banish evil, just his enemies. So basically, sort of kind of like purgatory, but much worse, because purgatory is sort of in a spiritual world, and a person's whole soul and body gets banished to this dimensional gateway, which doesn't really have a name. About a year before Amadeus goes to school, Malvolent just disappears. And up until now, it hasn't been quite clear if he actually got sucked into his own dimensional gateway, because he did it inadvertently, being aloof as he was, create a gateway that actually sucked in evil, which would be great magic, by the way, or if he actually maybe succeeded. And part of the background story here is that Amadeus has been, at some point, we haven't said when, handed memories that explain more about what happened to his father. So, and of course, they weren't handed to him until he wasn't so thirsty for revenge. In other words, he was able to think with a more level head. So that's basically a rough breakdown of the background of this wing of the Black family. Mom does not have a name. We don't know much about Mom yet, largely because I haven't written it yet, but you can rest assured that Malvolent did something horrible to her too. We're talking about a guy who absolutely was obsessed with his lineage, the original Malvolent Black from 1,500 years ago, and who would like to recreate that legacy, but being as aloof as he was unable. So there's just a little backstory on the Black family, so to speak. And I'll post more videos. I do videos all the time. You can probably tell from the quality of audio that I have, that I at least do audio. I do podcasting. So there it is, and I hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching.